Good morning, chat, and welcome back to the channel. So today we are back with more Formula 1 Grand Prix race 10 on year 2 so far. And today we're going to be at the Australian Grand Prix. Last season we won this Grand Prix, so we're hoping to have a repeat of that result last season. So before we crack on, let's have a quick look at the standings. So last time around was it the Canadian Grand Prix. We came 14th in that race. We could have done a lot better. We had an incident coming into the pit lane which caused us to fall behind a long way, and we did well to try and catch back up. So last season, so here at the Australian Grand Prix, we won this race, and our teammate Lando Norris came 6th. So we're hoping to improve on that. The standings though are fairly close up there, with Lando Norris leading the drivers' standings with 169 points. That's just 19 points behind, in front of George Russell. We're sitting in 8th place with only 72 points. A win here today would put us possibly back up to 6th place, going above Perez and Ferrari. In the Construction Championship, we are leading the Construction Championship, and most of that is thanks to Lando Norris. And that is because Norris has had 4 wins this season. We've only had the 2, but every race, Lando Norris has got points. While we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 races where we don't have any points. So it's been a tricky season so far. So that being said, we're all caught up. Let's just check the vehicles. So we are changing the MGU. So that's being done. Everything else looks okay. Turbocharge is looking a bit weird, but should get us through this race. Let's see, the per hot lap, we have a autocross or a time attack. I think we'll go with the time attack here. So for those following my esports event, we are racing this Friday, all doing well, and we are at the Miami Grand Prix this Friday. So I'll be practicing that throughout tomorrow, as it's a circuit that I do need a lot of practice on, so hopefully I'll get some time on that tomorrow, and get the setup sorted. It's going to take a lot of adjustments for that circuit. So, time attack. Race against the clock to complete the required number of laps in the fastest time possible. So, 2 laps round, and for bronze, we gotta do 2 laps in 4 minutes 5, silver 3 minutes 50, gold 3 minutes 35. In the wet as well, so that's not gonna be very helpful. So, let's get out there and have a look. It's gonna be a rolling start. And I've done it again. I forgot to put the racing line back on after last Friday. So I'll just pause that a minute. Second. Just. The only setting that goes on and off. Can't see. That's not a bad first lap. 150. Okay, I think we got gold there. That was a pretty decent 2 laps. Oh no, just silver. Wow. How slow was we then? I thought we were going for gold. So, gold was a 135. I did a 137. Just over nearly 3 seconds slow. But we'll take the silver. It was a good session to warm up to the track. It's always difficult in the rain. So here we go then, the Australian Grand Prix. Let's go to the race weekend. I don't have a setup for this track yet of my own, so we may have to have a look at see what we've got that we can use. Oh dear, this is going to be interesting. Practice 1 in the rain, qualifier, which is dry, which is good because the qualifier is going to link with this 12-lap sprint and the 36-lap race. So happy with that. Problem is we're not going to have a be able to test the setup properly for the track. Right, we're going to play this one safe then, I think. So let's go to the session. And I'm thinking possibly use the default setting. Maybe the increased speed one, actually, that might be the idea. So let's go to car setup. Yeah, I'm going to try that setup.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about, but as we have some new parts on the car, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
Okay, we're going to go with the tyre management here in the rain. So driver clean set to keep all tyres below target temperature, stay within 2 meters of the racing line. Okay. So full wets here, let's do a flying lap, see where it brings us out.
This test is all about tyre management. Try to control the slip through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex.
Bit of a lock up there, which did not help. It's not helping in the wet. It's good, but bad.
Okay, radar suggests that this weather isn't going anywhere, so let us know when you've burned through those tyres and want to dry off a bit. We'll keep another set ready to go.
Time was good, but tyres not so much. Is a lot better. And that'll do it.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Right, now I don't have to worry about the tyres. Let's just try and put in a quick lap here. Udah laku beda ya sabar. Let's fit in this lap then. Remember where the pit is. Come wide on that corner again, not as bad as before though, but bad. So the pit lane is on this corner. So this should be the pit lane here. There's a fairly long pit lane for pit entry on that one, so we may have a bit of a slow time on pit entry. But that handled quite well. It didn't spin off or anything. So I'm gonna run it again, but with the faster one. But so let's go to.
Okay, recommend taking wet tyres in the current conditions.
Over to here. Run that again. I'm not worried about that. So see how this handles, and then we might make some slight modifications to it. I know I'm gonna brake late on that one. Oh dear. Well, that one corner did me there. Start again.
Okay, heavy rain will be staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain. Okay, test
That wasn't
complete,
bad.
and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Try and push a fast lap out then. See how it handles. With the motor curve a bit. Downforce doesn't feel too bad. Do a bit more work on the braking. It's a bad one. Yeah, too much of a lock up on the braking. That could be a bit of wet surface.
There's debris on the tyres. This is going to cause reduced grip until they clear.
Okay, so the setup's not bad, but it needs tweaking.
With conditions as they are, I'd suggest you take a set of full wets.
So, what we got? Okay, let's try that. Save car setup. Save it as test. Okay. Right, let's just I just want to go out on the track. I don't want to do anything, so see how this handles. Bit of a lock up due to the wet weather, but oh, that one. No. There's a lot of lock up here with this setup. Try and brake a bit earlier, less harder. Got it. Too quick, man. Okay, I think in the dry, that setup will be fine. I don't think it'll lock up as much. Okay, so we're gonna accelerate time here. Let's have a look at some lap time.
Recommend taking wet tyres in the current conditions.
Second fastest time, which isn't too bad. Okay, maybe it is bad. Now we drop down to 4. Okay, Norris going into second. We drop down to 7th with a 120. Wow, Carlos Sainz putting in a 120 as well, with no fast sector. That's interesting. I mean, we still have sectors 1 and 2. Looks like the rain's going to carry on for the remainder of this session, so not much point going back out again. Lando Norris putting in a new fastest lap with a 1:25.94. Carlos Sainz just beats it. So that was interesting. Now I've just got to make sure now this car handles well on the dry surface as we go into
with all the cars
qualifier.
Now over the line. Let's see our top 3 again. Sainz, Norris and Charles Leclerc. What an incredible practice session. The fun doesn't stop here though. Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
So just a second behind Carlos Sainz, which ain't too bad in the wet. I'm not the fastest wet driver. I'm probably one of the worst wet drivers. I find it very difficult to see. So now we have the qualifier. So on the dry surface, hopefully my setup that I've just used is going to handle the dry surface, because if it doesn't, it could be a problem, because whatever I select now we have to use. So let's make sure that the car setup, load car setup, test. Okay, and let's get that up one button. Let's hope it does well on the dry. We had a few tyres locking up, braking in the wet. I'm hoping that was just the wet. Well, that braking there felt okay. It feels okay. Corner a little there. Yeah, car setup feels good. 1 minute 9, 6th fastest time at the minute. A bit better. For 1 minute 8, that'll do. We'll put in at that. Ooh, Perez gets a new fastest lap. Okay, that lap time should be enough for a top 15 to get us into Q2. We're currently second at the minute. But the setup felt good. It didn't slide around. Braking, I could brake a bit later. Just the one corner where I have to brake a bit early, and that's the one down the hill at the bottom with the sharp right-hander. That corner exit, if I do it too quick, I will spin off on the acceleration. But other than that, the rest of the circuit feels okay. So let's accelerate time here and end Q1, and I'm currently in 4th, and the Norris currently 7th. That's interesting. Charles Leclerc with a 1 minute 7. Also, Carlos Sainz did a 1 minute 7 as well. So we will need to do faster if we want pole position in Q3. But we did enough there. So we're looking at a 1 minute 8 again to make top 10. Maybe, probably at the narrower end of 1 minute 8. So top 10 is 18.5. So we'll probably need a 18.2 to a 107 to make the top 10. Everyone is quite quick. Any upsets on the exit? Not really. One looks fairly safe here, so no surprise exit at the minute. So Q2. So we know what we need. We need a 18.2 to make the top 10. Possibly a 107. 1.7 would secure it. So could start in sector 1. The 108 set by George Russell. Yeah. 107 by Lewis Hamilton. A 108.1, that might be enough for the top 10. On gear. It's going to be a bit slower. Oh, we'll fit in here then. But we're going to beat it by probably 0.4 of a second, but really not. Well, this is quick. I like this so far. We might run this lap. Oh, this is very quick. The last sector though, but there we go, that'll do. Fastest lap of 107. I'll too busy looking at the time and not the track. Get into second gear on. Right, we just need to pit in here. Hopefully there's enough fuel to actually get to the pit. Okay, so we've done enough to make Q3. We're definitely in the top 10. Don't see Norris in the top 5 at the minute, so I'll just see where he dropped to. It took us a few extra laps to do it, but we got there. Okay, not worried about the repairs. So, Lando Norris currently 7th with a 1 minute 8.2. My
We've had
vid
to
was
spend
1
time repairing the
8.1,
damage to
so
the
it would
car.
have been here. So the minute of 1 minute 8.7 is required for top 10. So let's accelerate time and see how things change. Okay, I see Norris go up and down a bit there in the end. We'll see where he ended up. I believe he was still on that screen for a top 10. So he finished 8th. Ooh, I'm glad I went out again looking at that time. A 1 minute 8.121 is the top 10 time. So I may have not made the top 10 if I didn't carry on and do a faster lap. So top 10 now. So this is going to see who places where in Q3. We definitely need probably a 1.7.5 to make pole. We know we can do a 1.7.0 for 8. So straight out, so we can get a good lap in early, just in case we need to run again. I hope I don't have to do 3 laps straight away here. Okay, here we go. A little bit of a lock up there. A 1 minute 6. Wow. Well, we're pitting at that.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, so my lap time was a 1 minute 6.923. That should be enough to pole. Norris currently in the top 5 as well, so that's not too bad, and he's just coming as well. But what a lap time. To do under 1 minute 7. Okay, let's have a look. So next one down is a 1 minute 7.2. So it's a 300 of a second lead. We only have the fastest second sector. We were slow. We're not that slow in the other 2 sectors, so it's not too bad. So let's accelerate time and see if Norris can finish a bit further up the grid than 5th. I'd be very surprised if I dropped to 2nd or worse. It looks like Norris dropped places.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Martin, Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Okay, so Norris dropped down to 6th place, so he's going to start the sprint in the 3rd row, or the back of the 3rd row. I'm going to be starting the sprint in pole position. We were just over a second and a half ahead of Charles Leclerc, who did a 1 minute 7.085, so a very good time for him. So, over to P2. Before we get into the sprint, the P2 is going to have a mixed bag of weather for what I can remember. So one up there over Sergio Perez. This is the first race of the rivalry. Okay. So, just go straight to the session, and then we'll try and check the weather the best we can here with this. I'm gonna find the weather forecast. It's sunshine at the minute, not sure how long for. Right, okay, so let's go out and do a let's go do a race strategy here. Why it's dry.
Okay, we need a few solid laps here to help us calculate a good race strategy.
You go for a flat.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes' time. Rain in 10 minutes.
As I get to finish this session off before the rain comes. Hamilton slowing me down massively there. Right, let me pass here. Good. Let's see if I can gain this lost time now. Okay, one lap to go. That's a good solid 5 laps.
Well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Okay, so fastest lap there, a 1 minute 3:13 on the medium tyre, which is not bad at all. But that was a good 5 laps. Very clean, solid. Sat behind Lewis Hamilton for most of that actually, until probably that 4 where he let me overtake, but I had to work for it. So that was decent. Let's have a look at what we got here. Not many people have been out yet. We only have sectors 1 and 2. Lewis Hamilton doing sector 3 of around about half a second faster than me. Okay, let's go and do a quick qualifying pace then before the rain comes, and then we're done. We're ready for the sprint and the race.
Okay, this is a quali sim. We've estimated the times our closest rivals will be doing, so that's what we need to beat.
There's a paddock here. Well, that's the job done.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
What's the time? 16.9.
Looks like rain is inbound and we're expecting it in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes until the rain.
Well, we've done everything we needed to do, so we can end the session. Oh, Perez went out on the softer tyre as well. He's got second place here. Okay, so let's have a quick look. So Sergio Perez did a 109. These are very slow times actually. Not expecting that. There's quite a few not been out yet as well. So let's, we have nothing else to do here, so we're just gonna accelerate time. Lando Norris putting in a 109.104, putting him into third at the minute. Up to fourth. Okay, session's almost finished. I don't see this rain though. We're still. But I'm in all three sectors as well here in this practice session. I'm actually surprised that Lando is only doing a 1:09 in the softer tyre. It's supposed to at least a 1:08.6. He's done 8 laps in these tyres as well. Well, it doesn't look like there was any changes on the board there for fast laps as we conclude the end of practice sessions. So now we have I believe I said it was a 9-lap short sprint, I believe.
Time to remind ourselves of our top 3, who are Martin, Sainz and George Russell. And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
Okay, so on to a short sprint. We've done well in the practice and qualifying, especially with having to try and do a setup in the rain in P1, ready for qualifier. So we have a 12-lap sprint. So 12-lap sprint, then a 36-lap race. And the weather's going to be fine for all of it. I expected any rain. So let's go with this short sprint. And the fact that this is a short sprint, so bonus points is awarded here. So we're hoping to, if I can win this and win the race, get pole in both. That's going to help me a lot, especially for trying to get in the top 3 for the Drivers' Championship. There's going to be a massive bonus in the Construction Championship, especially if Lando Norris can finish in the top 5 as well. Ideally, I want to close the gap as much as I can, so...
Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend.
Let's have a look at the grid for the sprint. Things may have changed with penalties and etc. So let's have a look. Oh, 10 turns on this one. The commentary's gone off for some reason.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Martin lines up on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Sainz, Russell, Norris, Verstappen, Perez, Oscar Piastri, Albon, Ocon, Gasly, De Vries, Bottas, Sargent, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, Joe, Magnussen, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint.
Okay, that looks like a clean grid. So we're going to be at the front, but the first corner is going to be a right-hand bend. So those on 2 and 4, 6 will have the easier corner. because they're going to be going on the inside, whilst lanes 1, 3, and 5 are going to be on the outer side. So hopefully we can park
Okay,
up well
here we
on
go.
the
I
formation.
know what you can do. Don't let me down.
That's if there is a formation here. I'm medium tire. You know what? I'm going to go out on the harder tires and save the mediums for the race. Well, what's the difference? 2 seconds? Okay, maybe we won't. We'll stay with the mediums, and I knew we were going to be slower, but I didn't think it would be that much slower. Fuel. Drop that down to dead on 14 laps. In fact, we'll do 14.2 just to make sure. Go. My fuel management was fairly okay, so that should be fine. Okay. Formation lap to start.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap, please. We're learning the gears, so let's go through them all if you can. Okay, radar is clear, weather is looking good for now. Okay, good parking there, mate.
It's
now we
not
need
bad,
to make sure we get a
not
great
perfect,
launch
but
as the
it'll
race
do.
starts.
Here we go.
Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights.
Here we go.
The energy stores depleting, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop. Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
That's a decent lap time. Inside 1:08.
Okay, clear. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 5.8 seconds.
Not sure what the yellow flag was for.
Okay, some information on
Gasly.
Gasly. Right, they've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
And Lewis Hamilton out of the race as well.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast.
And
Reduce your
car.
pace. Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the greens. There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful. Caution, caution. Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Okay, information on Sainz. They've got an issue with their car, they're going to be slow.
Good, Carlos Sainz with an issue. Is he going to drop out of the race as well?
Okay, information on Verstappen. They've got some kind of mechanical problem.
Wow, a lot of people having problems here.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
Lance Stroll disqualified. I believe that got disqualified anyway. He's out of the race. So this is looking good. We've got Norris there in 5th place. Who's just gone up to 4th, even better. Okay, he's having a good battle with Blaster starting up.
Turbocharger's on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Lovely. And that was a good 12-lap sprint, not a single problem.
I'm proud of you, man. That was a good job. You did really well out there. Superb driving.
Driver of the day, Max Verstappen. Okay, that's an interesting choice.
So let's review the drivers' standings. This result narrows the gap between our championship leader and the rest of the standings. With the sprint wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
So a good 8 points there. That gave me 3 points more than Lando Norris. So closed the gap a little bit by 3 points. George Russell getting 6, so only 2-point gap there. Nothing major out of that really, but it's a few extra points. Okay, so next up is going to be the race day at 36 laps. I'm just going to be right back and quickly have a toilet break, make a quick brew, and we'll be back in probably around about 5 minutes for a 36 lap race here at the Australian Grand Prix. Austrian Grand Prix, I do apologise. So we'll be right back, don't go anywhere. See you shortly. Alright, chat, we are back. So, 36 lap race is what we're looking at here. Now, due to some collisions or, races not finishing the race in the sprint, the grid is going to change a little bit. Let me try and remember who came out. Gasly, Hamilton, and Ocon, I believe those were the three. There was car issues with Verstappen as well at some point, but he got through the race. So, going to be interesting to see how the grid is going to line up with penalties, if any, plus the shift of people finishing worse off than they started in the sprint. Or we can guarantee that we are going to be starting in pole position. So my biggest problem is where we're going to come out of the pit, and whether we can gain those positions back. Hopefully we have a decent pit stop. I know it's going to be slow on entry, but touch wood.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg and to a circuit that in one form or the other has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight.
Yeah, that's what we're fighting for, that championship points. We need
Before
these
we begin,
25
let's
points.
take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race.
Okay, here we go.
Martin lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Norris, Verstappen, Perez, Albon, Oscar Piastri, Sainz, De Vries, Ocon, Bottas, Magnussen, Sargent, Tsunoda, Joe, Hulkenberg, Stroll, Hamilton, and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot today. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So only Hamilton and Gasly with penalties, but Norris moves from 6th to 4th. So, very interesting. Okay, let's have a look at the race strategy here. Definitely want a one stop. I think tyre wear is going to be too bad there for that. So I'm definitely looking at strategy 2. But I'm thinking maybe we should start off on the harder tyre and finish on the faster tyre with the soft. So what I'm going to do is edit this one and change that to the harder tyre. And change that to 17 laps, I think. Have a look at that. No, it's 19. So let's edit that and go up to 19. Let's see what the time difference is. Okay, that's slower. Right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do 18. That's what we're going to look at now. Fuel wise, 36 laps. I think we'll be okay with about 38.2. Because we still had a lap of fuel left after 12 laps, and we took 14. So 24 would be 2. So we're going to want about 3 laps of extra fuel. So We're going to want around about 39 laps of fuel. So there we go. Right, that's the setup done. Let's go. See if we can maintain pole position throughout the race.
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice starts. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want you to bog down.
And looking at the grid, it's going to be interesting. I'm the only one on the hard tyre. Leclerc's gone on the soft. But Russell, Norris and Verstappen are all on the softer tyre. I meant to say Leclerc was on medium, my bad. But yeah, that's going to be interesting. I believe this is the first time on the circuit on the harder tyre as well.
Okay, that's not an ideal placement in your grid slot. You're going to need a good launch at the race start.
Oh, there we're going to be sat a bit further back.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is
Just
formed.
went a flashing over. Oh dear. Okay, here we go.
The energy store's depleting, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop.
.113 on those hard tyre from his dead start. Would it have by corner out? Nobody.
We've got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button.
A 110 on the harder tyre, that's not bad. That's a bit quicker,
Great
still
work. That's a
110.
new fastest lap of the race.
I'm actually surprised that's the fastest lap considering the driver's on a softer tyre, which could easily be doing a 180. I mean, I know I can do a 180 on the medium tyre, so on the soft they should be doing that comfortably.
And the gap behind us is 2.4 seconds.
2-second lead on the harder tyre. Beautiful. Oh wow,
That was
1
the
minute
fastest
9.
lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
Would it have got to turn the ERS off? No, back on now.
Gap to your teammate behind is 3.5 seconds.
3.5 seconds between me and Phil. That's close. One more, go away. I'm slow now, I want to just activate the ERS and I bought the one button. Oh, damn it. Nine more laps before I pit in.
Okay, information on Verstappen. They seem to have an issue.
Oh, the lap might fall a bit behind then. He's still in the top 5 even though he's got an issue, so...
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.3 seconds.
Okay, so we gained 3 seconds in the last probably 4 laps. Oh, what a lap this is. Wow, that first sector was slow. I thought I was in for a fastest lap then. Come on. You're about 4 laps before pit. Okay, tyre wear is a bit of a problem now. My lap time might be a bit slower now.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
I already know, doubt it myself.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Teammates in the pit. I got 2 laps
Lando's
before I go in.
Lando in the pits.
Russell's got in the pit as well, and Master's starting in the pit.
Gap to your teammate behind is 25.5 seconds.
Yeah, that's only because I've not been in the pit yet. And neither is Charles Leclerc that I can make out. Carlos Sainz setting the fastest lap. And Norris has come back up to 5th. That's bad, that is bad. Okay, we're pitting in this lap.
Push now, we're boxing this lap.
George Russell set a new fastest lap, 109. He's currently in 2nd place, as Leclerc just gone in the pit. In the pit we go.
Okay, go, go, go! That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting.
That was a very quick stop.
Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres.
We've
Battery
dropped
charge
to
is high,
3rd.
let's use that overtake button a bit more.
That is a very good pit stop. Right, try and set a fast lap.
Car behind by 1.9 seconds.
Looks like Russell had a problem.
Here's some information on Russell for you. Okay, it looks like the problem's terminal. They're retiring the car.
If you take the car, even better.
Green flag.
And that's the new fastest lap. I knew I could do a lap in 108 on the medium tyres. That's exactly what we just did. So we're going to have a first and second on the podium.
The car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it. Okay, you're within 1 second of the car ahead. Get ready to use DRS for the overtake.
Already done that. I'm not gaining on him enough. We got him that time.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 3.3 seconds.
Getting Nicky Veers out of the race. That doesn't really affect anything, to be honest. He got a little bit of a weird gear change there between third and fifth. Not sure what it was.
We're accumulating somewhere on the MG UK. To manage this, we're going to need to lower our ERS deployment mode.
Really?
Gap to your teammate behind is 7.4 seconds.
7.4 between me and third. That's not bad. 6 laps to go to finally get another win.
The turbocharger's on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum.
Everything's on its last legs the way you talking. Okay, sound like my engine's gonna blow up or something.
your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Not too bad.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
That's alright, got enough fuel to finish the race. Okay, turbocharging the ECU stuff. Gearbox? Why is the gearbox weight so low? I know about the turbocharge, but why the gearbox? I know I felt an issue earlier between gear 3 and 5, but expecting that wear and tear on it.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Okay, we're looking at some gearbox wear, so try to keep the number of shifts to a minimum, please. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 9.4 seconds. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Come again.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Yeah, but according to you, I've got less than a lap of fuel to go. It's gonna be tight. One final corner, and there we go, over the line, and what a victory.
I'm so sore.
And the fastest lap, so a bonus point there to
Fantastic
26.
drive, that's just fantastic, amazing, you deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
Lewis Hamilton driver of the day.
It was a tough race at times, but they've held on to take a great victory for McLaren.
I believe Norris dropped to 3rd, so he will be on the podium.
Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
As the winners make their way up to the podium, one can only imagine the celebrations that will take place at McLaren tonight. Congratulations to everyone on the team, securing the win and proving they're a force to be reckoned with out on the track.
So a solid result for McLaren. Both drivers on the podium. So that pretty much is going to be very hard for us to lose the of construction championship. But I am closing the gap a bit now for the drivers championship. We should move up to at least 6th place, I believe. A big result. So 8 points for the sprint, which was 2 points more than Norris. 25 points for the race, plus the bonus point as well. So 29
So let's review the
points
updated drivers' standings. It's a good result for Lando Norris, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
I have to give it to Martin.
Let's move on to the constructors. McLaren continue to increase their gap at the top. Well, that certainly was an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
So looking at that, we closed the gap by 14 points between myself and Norris. Brilliant result. So that's going to be interesting on the standings now to see how things are looking. So we absolutely dominated the rivalry with Perez in that race. Perez came about 10th, I believe, in the race, so he did get a point, but that's about it. Okay, so where are we next week for race 11? I believe it's the Great British Grand Prix. So we are at Silverstone next, so that'll be on Thursday. So let's have let's just quickly have run time ready for the Grand Prix, so that's all set ready. So let's go over to the standings. Actually, before we do, check the vehicle here. So Gearbox wear is bad again. Are we halfway through? Race 11, 22, 23, so more or less. So I will change that after practice next week. It's on Thursdays, if I remember. But other than that, oh yeah, we do want to change the turbocharger. We'll change that now. So apply that. Everything else looks okay. Bit of wear in the energy store, but nothing to worry about. It's just mainly the gearbox now we'll be doing next time around. So let's go over to the standings. So we move up to 5th place, going above Sainz, Pisari and Lewis Hamilton. So 106 points is what we're on. Lando Norris with 189, so that'll be 83 points between me and Lando Norris. So 3 races is the difference there. But it'll probably be 5 because I can't see him getting 3 DNFs or 3 races out of the top 10. So gonna be interesting. Over to the construction side at 295 points is 244, so that'll be 51 point difference. Yeah, 51 point difference. So that again may only be 2 races, so it's close. Nothing is set in stone at the minute. So let's have a look at the results last season at the Great British Grand Prix. I won the Great British Grand Prix last season. Lando Norris came 6th again in that one. So hopefully a good result there again would be really push the title race open, but not looking forward to the Hungarian Grand Prix following that with a DNF. But we still got probably around about maybe 4 wins left in us. So we've got the Great British Grand Prix, hope for a win there, Belgian Grand Prix, possibly the Italian Grand Prix, the Japanese Grand Prix and the Equator Grand Prix, may even the Mexican Grand Prix maybe. So there's probably 5 wins left in it there, so that's a lot of points. 5 wins, so that's 125 points right there. So it's going to be an interesting second half of the season to play catch up with Lando Norris. So that is it for today's chat. We will be back with more Formula 1 at the Great British Grand Prix on Thursday. And on Friday for the esports event, I am at the Miami Grand Prix for that one. So have a look out for that over the weekend. I'm hoping for some something to happen with that race. I need a lot of practice though. So that is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. So take care and happy gaming.